Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. And then I need a filter. I'm going to have to take the material up out that side. That's how we're going to do this. Right, so I'm going to need to split it, and then I'm going to need to filter it, because I don't want the green circuits coming up. So we split it right here so that I can keep both items on one of the belts, and that comes over there and goes on in that way, and that can keep going. See, it's going up through there. This side over here, however, I do need to filter. I need to filter out the force analyzers, and I'm going to switch it over onto the right-hand side like that. Remove the items from there. Okay. Now I've just got force analyzers over this side. I want next to have an underground belt that will take those force analyzers to that point right there. Then we can have a standard belt. It's going to bring them over this side like this. Snake it through. Underground belt up there, right up through into this lovely open area that we've got right here. That one is gonna snake a little bit now. Just gonna bring this one over. I'm not gonna bother putting it underground for any of this little part, and it's gonna get to there, and then we will put it underground again. So that one's gonna go over and connect up onto there. And we've got force analyzers now being fed into the correct belt. So if I look into here, I've gone and picked up a whole load of those, which I'm going to dump in there. Oh, I was picking up green circuits, and that's fine, because I actually used those. Now, this one right here, I'm going to change that one so that it is offset on the near side, and that means that it will put the orange circuits out on this side of the belt. One might be enough. Let's have a look. Let's pop that one in. I reckon that's probably going to be enough, actually, because you don't need loads. You only need one for each of these, and then they take 70-odd seconds to make. So I don't think we need to worry about that. So we can put one, and 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 also we could put one there, just for, you know, something different. Then we're going to need to do extras all the way down through, like that, and this one is going to be a long drop and a long pickup like that, and then I will copy that and I will paste that out onto the second one of each of these like that, and that puts them all into place. Then we go back through and we go 1, 2, 3, 4 power poles in there. So I'm now loading everything in, and I'm making orange circuits, and we're easily going to be able to load everything in there without any problems. So next up, I will bring that along there. I'll run a belt out, and it will get over to that point. And then what I want to do is I actually want to have all of these on the near side so that those grey circuits will come out onto the far side. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to have the offset like that. So I'm going to copy that, run down through and paste that into there. We need to go back through and we need to put power on each of these like this, to one there and one there, like that. So there's the orange ones coming out. I can then have this belt that will run back here, and that will connect onto the belt as well. And then we can take this belt and it will drop down this way. It'll come across that way like that, and there we go. Right, we've now got all 4 of the data analyzers, science analyzers in there in place. And as soon as that battery has finished doing its thing, we can start researching basic enhancement tech. No, we can, all the basic tech level 3, we can start working through those. This one right here is basic data core and the blue science analyzer, and that is my hover car. Right there, that's actually one that we want to learn. So I'm going to cancel the batteries and we're going straight in with this one. I got this one because we need a method of faster travel on this map. And it's got to the point where we need that. So we got that as a quality of life mod just to help us out a little bit. The other thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in a storage chest that will allow me, it's going to be like that, it will allow me then to supply orange data cores to elsewhere on the map, but we will do it in such a way that it prioritizes this down here, and the best way to do that I can think of is Angel's Power. There's solar panels. Oh, where are we? We want that one. We want a passive provider chest. We'll drop one here. We'll have a pickup and a drop-off. So we're going to need a filter. And the filter for that one is going to be Bob's Logistics. And we're going to want a filter inserter right there. I haven't got very much bronze. Don't have enough bronze to go and make a stack inserter. So we'll just have a regular stack, a regular inserter right there. So I'm going to take you. And you'll go up one and over one like that so that you can put everything in. We'll have just a normal one coming out, and then I go up here like this, and we will have our filter inserter coming in like that. And then I've got to put a whitelist on here, which is, what's that? Intelligence repository contains all the knowledge you've gathered in the past. You should try to rebuild it to its former glory. You will now have one of these. Take good care of it. If you do lose it, kill yourself and you get a new one. Kill myself? It's a bit harsh. Oh, of course. Then the tech archive. What do I need to make that? I think that one. Kill yourself and get a new one. Intelligence repository. It's not actually telling me what is... Oh, that's because it's on a filter. Right. I'm not looking for that at the moment. That's a filter. Orange Science Analyzers right in there. Let me go into this bit, Angel's Tech. It's not showing up on there. It ain't, but it does actually require the intelligence repository, which is the thing that you get given at the beginning. I think that's something new, because I don't remember an intelligence repository. That seems different and new and strange and bizarre. So what we've got now is we've got a filter. So this then can be used for elsewhere, but it will prioritize this, because what happens is it picks up the science, drops it in there, the next one takes it out and puts it on a belt before a robot can come along and snatch it out of this box and take it off elsewhere. So that way this one will always be prioritized. It's not like it needs masses of materials coming out of there anyway, so it doesn't really matter how we do this. The grey... Did I have the grey science being pulled out? That's the only thing now I'm curious about. I don't have any down here. So I'm going to make the assumption that I didn't have grey science being pulled out anywhere. I mean, if we go and have a look at the actual research area over here, they don't require any grey science. So the only ones that appear to need the grey science for research purposes is that one right there, and any others don't need it at all. Right. We've got that up and running. We have these right here with the orange science analyzers. That's now happening. We've got our basic labs up here. We've got a basic lab level 2 right there, which... Is that the ones that I'm using now? You know, honestly, I don't know at the moment. Let's have a look in here. We've got Basic Lab 2. And then I've got all the different types of Basic Lab Level 1 over here. And we'll be able... Well, we're going to be starting to work... Why is my hover technology not increasing? Basic Data Core Blue... Oh. Well, this is embarrassing. I need the blue science analyzers, and it's locked behind a paywall. Right. Well, I could go back to doing the other research, but I'm not going to. I'm going to start just working my way through some of these, I think. We will do that. That's going to unlock energy block level 3, which is... That requires electronics block level 3. Things are about to get an awful lot more complicated than they are right now. But there we go. Dante is working hard, and he is processing nice. Processing rapidly, actually. He's doing a grand job in here. I'm pleased with his progress already. So I'm pleased with that. But we gotta, yeah, we're gonna need to be able to expand an awful lot more to be able to unlock the next levels of tech. And that is... it's going to get a little bit more tricky. So we want to go in there. Now, the blue science analyzers, kind of want those. We also need the exploration data cores. We need all of them coming up. But it's the blocks right in here. Now, did you see we were looking at the level 3 blocks? Electronics block level 3 was the one that I was particularly looking at just now. Now, that needs the electronics block level 2, which we're already making. We need silver cable harness. That's relatively simple to go and make. I believe silver wire, silver cable shielding, and liquid rubber. I think I'm already making liquid rubber, so there's a step in the right direction. Construction frame level 3 is aluminium. The bracket right there is aluminium. Aluminium is kind of the next big step that we want to take. We want to be able to get a whole load of aluminium coming into the system and kind of being used up. I could do with harvesting out some of that. I'm not going to worry about it too much, though. We won't worry about grinding that out just yet. The aluminium, the best way to get aluminium, which is, I think... that's the one that we're going to need to go with. That's what we're going to need to focus on now for a bit. So we want aluminium ore right there. Now, to craft this, you've got a number of different recipes. We've got, right from the start, we can get jivolite chunks. And that gives zinc, aluminium, copper, iron, and more slag. So jivolite is there. We've got 80 million jivolite right there. We do have enemies over here, which makes that a little bit more of an interesting prospect. Then over there, we've got jivolite. We've got just 28 million up there. So we haven't got lots of jivolite available. We have some, though. Rubite chunks can also do that, and they will also supply us with gold. Now, gold is actually something that we will be wanting. We'll need to be, like, plating everything out in gold. Let's just go and get the next one of these tech cores. We'll work our way through all of these. Get all of those unlocked. And we want to craft. So, yeah, rubite. And also, rubite, we've got a bit of rubite ore right there. We've got that 2.4 million patch that we're working through. Did we have another patch? Oh. We don't have any more rubite. Not at the moment. Got some on the other islands. We have some on neighbouring islands. We've got 276 million of it over there, and 170 million there. So we don't want to be using up all the rubite, because we've only got 2.4 million, and we need the lead. So that one's not an option at the moment, or we're going to run out of that. Unless there's an unpopulated island over this way. Ooh. Rubite ore. There's another 23 million there. It's a long way round. But that is an unpopulated island. Is there any more? No, this is all populated stuff down here. We can't get to it. What's going on over here? They're getting dangerously close. I think these guys here are going to make another... if they're standing still like that, I think that's when they make more spawners. We've lost an awful lot of communications up through here. We've got this lot down here. This lot down here. He's just constantly angry because he's just out of range of that one, but he's enough there to be annoyed by it. And we've got this up here, which we put stepping stones on, fortunately, because we've got... they are amassing on the board. Anyway, jivolite crystals. We don't actually have chemical refining yet. That does give a little bit of aluminium ore as well. Purified jivolite again, a bit of aluminium. stereotype, purified stereotype there, which is thermal refining. There's a possibility we get uranium. This is quite advanced stuff, though. So we're not going to get to that. Rubite crystals, purified rubite, mineral sludge. Now, this is the one that we want here. We got aluminium ore and manganese ore. And Bobmonium crystals, we can get aluminium out of that as well. Plus you get cobalt, which is amazing stuff. We're going to want a load of that. Purified Bobmonium, and then you get this. Crystal catalysts, but again, you need rubite chunks for that one. So that one's not really much. We got the Bobmonium that we can process and split up. The mineral sludge is our best bet for this. If we can unlock that... Givelite as well. Givelite is brilliant. We've already got that one right there, which is aluminium and zinc. Rubite is out of the question at the moment. That's definitely not happening. And then we've got the Givelite crystals over here. That's chemical refining, which is actually just there. Like, we have got the ability to unlock that one very, very soon. We've got the advanced glass smelting up there that needs to be done. We've got the basic processing tech, which we'll be doing very soon. And then we've got this one in here. So that one, the Givelite crystals, is a possibility. And we've already got Givelite chunks here. I don't know which one would be better, though. Crystals. Seems like you get less. 8 crystals gets turned into this. 6 chunks gets turned into this. How do you make Givelite? We need hydrofluoric acid for that. That's the only way to make those. And you've got to make the chunks anyway. To make Givelite chunks, you take crushed Givelite, you add purified water, you put it through a flotation cell, and you get 2 Givelite chunks. You get a 50% chance for a purple geode, and you get fluoric waste water. Now, that fluoric waste water is actually what you need in order to make fluorite ore. Hydrogen fluoride gas, fluorite ore right there, fluoric waste water that comes in, and then you can make the crystals. So it sort of combines together, and then you can use the 2 or 3 techs in together. Purified. Now, that's thermal refining. That's behind a tech wall that we can't get to at the moment, so we don't want to do that. What was the other one? The last one is the mineral sludge slag processing level 2. Unfortunately, slag processing level 2 is behind a tech wall that we cannot hack through at the moment. So in order for us to get aluminium ore, advanced ore refining level 2, that one is well within earshot. That's behind a basic processing tech level 3. We've got advanced ore refining right there, and that gives aluminium ore, although, unfortunately, that requires the rubite chunks, which is the one that we didn't want to do at the moment. So right now, we're going to do Givelite chunks, which means that we've got to get Givelite. We have some up there. We've got 80 million there. We've got a whole load of enemies up here, and we're going to have to be careful, because if they sit there on the edge of this island, they could come over and bombard us, and that wouldn't be a healthy thing for us in the slightest. There's crotinium over that side. There's more crotinium over there. Can you get out? Interestingly, the Bobmonium crystals, we've only got to unlock chemical refining, which we're pretty close to doing. We need sulfuric acid to process those, and we make the Bobmonium chunks, and that gives us, and that's fairly easy to do as well. So the Bobmonium route is probably an easier way of doing this. See, we can make Bobmonium crystals right in there. Purified Bobmonium gives us the aluminium ore. That's the thermal refining. That's a little bit further down the list. But this one will give us tin ore, silicon ore, cobalt, zinc, and aluminium. Yes, the aluminium percentage out of there is not fantastic, but it's still better than nothing. And that's kind of the important bit here. That's the bit that we need to be focusing on. Mineral sludge is a little bit further away. So we've either got to just go straight into doing gibbelite chunks, which is that patch of ore right there, which we're going to have to be very careful mining out. Or we got to do the Bobmonium. We've got gibbelite there, 28 million. It's not a lot to make the gibbelite chunks. Seriously, it is really not a lot to go and make those. And then... what's the Bobmonium stuff? Purified Bobmonium there is the Bobmonium crystals. It's just chunks and sulfuric acid. And to make those is just crushed and purified water. And then we get all of this. We get sulfuric wastewater, which we can make more sulfuric acid with. Alright, we'll do the Bobmonium. We'll leave the other stuff and we'll go with Bobmonium. The Bobmonium setup that we've got right here, we're going to leave that well alone and we're not going to interfere with it. So we can either go up there and start extracting the 152 million that we've got right there. We can go over here, there's another 109 there, and there's 156 up there. We're going to go with this one. It's not all that far away, so we're going to want to get a collection of mining drills to go over there. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to rely on my robots to put down a lot of this. So we're going to head over that way and just get things set up. And then we can ask the robots to do their thing once we're there and let them get on with putting it down. So we want a large mining facility all set up. It's going to require a whole load of those, plus the mining drills as well. We're already getting mining drills right here that are completely out of ore. So we're sort of extracting out this patch here, getting out the outside edge of it. I mean, if you look at that patch, it's still got 120 million ore on there. So it's not like we're going to run out anytime soon. So I think to start off with, we're going to want to just extend that bit out. If we go into here... and I'll take that one. I'll do this via the map. Like this. So I'm going to take that one. It's going to overlap on the end right there. Let me just move this over a bit like that so that I can see it a little bit better. And I can pop that one down in a nice straight line all the way across there. I'm then going to swivel it round a bit. That's as far out as I can go with this one. And I'm going to put this one, he's going to go, actually let's turn it round. I'll put it there like that. And then I will shift click that one into place and it will drop it down in there. Let's rotate it round again. So it's got to be kind of here in the middle if I want that to go all the way across. And I am going to want that to go all the way across so that I've got full robot coverage across everything. Bring that back that way a little bit. Make sure it connects up to everything. Put you there. I can just drop that one down into place. Ideal. And then I can go out this way, and I'm going to drop it down in again right there. So it's kind of like crossing backwards and forwards across the whole thing. So this one will reach down to about that point down there. So if I drop you in here, I'll make sure we get that on exactly the right spot. Okay, it's there. That's the exact right spot. Now the problem I've got is trying to get everything locked into place on here. I'm going to move that up by one. Because what that will allow me to do is I can put everything down here. It will bring these all the way across in this little bit down here because I want to fill that in there. Alright, there's a good start. Now, the bits in the middle here, we're going to want to kind of change those around a bit in a little while. I'm not going to worry about it just yet. So I've got robots. They'll be on the way already. A few deliveries over this side. They're a bit slow coming on out, but they are coming over with power poles and all of the other bits that we're going to want to be able to manufacture everything here and sort of build all of this up. So it'll take a minute for them to get here. In the meantime, we kind of need to be starting to lay out the other bits. Now, I'm thinking that I want to get rid of these across the middle here. I don't think this is going to work out very well for me for putting down my other bits. But I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this without having them in there. I've got a bit of an idea. So what we'll do then is I want to go to this beautiful great big patch that I've got right here, and I'm going to take a copy of some of this. Now I've got that spread out. I haven't got that sort of concentrated in tight, which is good. That's what I'd actually like. So I'm going to copy up to that one so that it copies out to the power pole. The power pole goes out on that side there, and I want to copy it down to a power pole down there. If I go out by one more over here, is that in the right place? That side, that side. I'm looking at the position of the power poles on here because I've got everything exactly in the same place. This is going to be an infinitely tileable piece that I can go and put down. It's just where I'm looking at where the overlap is going to be. If I go out by one more, now where's the overlap? That puts the overlap in exactly the right place. So I need to come out just a little bit further so that I pick up all of the belts. It's right there. That's perfect. That's exactly the copy that we're going to want. Yes. Okay, that's fantastic. So now if I come back down into here, I can move that up out that way. I want to put that to the very top of the ore collection. Now, I will bring the belts coming back in this direction over here, and then we can have the processing facility can go in underneath. I'm going to fill all of this in with landfill once all of the other bits have been put down, so we can do all of that. Which means that I want that one, that's got to be lined up exactly right on this outside edge so that everything is square off of this side. Now that's the top bit. It's got to come over this way to there. That's the exact edge. And now, because I made this tileable, bring that in, that's where the tile sits. Everything's overlapping. So I've got a few extra belts out that side. They're going to be too many, but they don't matter. And then all I got to do is just connect that bit there like that. And then I can do the same down here. That one will go in there. Right. There's the first bit. So the robots will come along and bring all of that in. I will get rid of the belts up to that point. Power out there. Belt into there. That belt. Power pole. That one. Belt up to there. And that one. Right. I don't want to get rid of any more out this side. Actually, I do. I want to get rid of that one. Then I'm going to move these, and I'll place these down myself in just a minute. So let's get rid of these. All the way along here first. And that one. Okay, so these have already been placed in. We've had some robots come along and put those in place. That's good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the next lot up here. They're just going to sort of travel along there. So we're going to start off with one of these right next to that power pole there. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.